In California, we have American black bears. Grizzly bears that were in California up until the early 1920s. They've been extirpated, and as a result, all the bears that we have today are American black bears. Attacks of bears on people happen because most often somebody gets between a sow and a cub unknowingly. And the sow, being as good a mother as she is, will defend her cub, and oftentimes somebody gets hurt. Other circumstances where a person accidentally surprises a bear, manages to get in a situation where they surprise the bear sometimes will swat and then run. And in the process of swatting, will cause damage to the person, will injure the person.
Bears can certainly be dangerous. They're large, they are very fast and very strong, so we try to educate the public about, if they have encounters with bears in the wild, how to act properly, look big, not engage in or try to feed bears, but to be safe and let the bears be bears in the wild.
Bears don't look at people as items of food. The probability of being attacked by a bear is extremely low, and no one has ever been killed in California by a black bear. Many times, people unknowingly attract bears. The sense of smell that bears possess and our careless use of foods and garbage will attract a bear into an area where people either live or camp. As a result, bears can quickly be spoiled or be taught bad behaviors. When they come into campgrounds, they're interested in looking through backpacks, looking through other locations where there's food. They're not interested necessarily in the people. They're not interested in attacking people in most conditions, but they're interested in getting the food or garbage that we bring with us.
We try to educate the public on how to coexist safely with bears. We do a lot with public education about when you go camping, how to be bear safe, keeping your food in proper storage containers, not leaving food out. The bears can actually get into just about anything. They're quite smart, and they have such a good sense of smell. They know exactly where the good food is.
Sometimes bears find themselves in the middle of suburbia or even in town because they've wandered in there looking for food. Those kinds of bears we classify in our policy as a Category 1 bear. It's a bear that's basically in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's been attracted into an area, and it's just as interested as getting away as people are in having it go away. In those cases, oftentimes just giving the bear space, moving back, giving them enough room, letting them find a natural corridor to get out of town, and they will wander back away. Oftentimes the use of dogs or even people, you can herd these animals out of town and herd them back up where they need to go. If a bear climbs a tree, it has no escape. In order to give that bear the sense that it has an escape route, you need to pull back and get out and away from the area, let the bear come down out of the tree, and then oftentimes from that point it will move away. If a bear begins to actually start to cause damage to property and learns that it needs to tear down a door or go through a window or tear the roof off of a house to get inside to find food, once those things start to occur, then a bear may be so spoiled and to the point that it needs to be eliminated with a depredation permit. In those cases, landowners can apply for and receive a permit where they can deal with that offending bear and kill it. First responders, when they come into a complaint of a bear in an area, oftentimes need to judge whether or not this is a bear that has just wandered in and needs to be ushered back out of the area, or whether it's actually causing a true public safety threat. If the bear is posing a public safety threat, then eliminating that threat by killing the bear may be the best option. However, if the bear just appears to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, the best course of action for the bear and for the public may be to just pull away and let the bear find its way out. When bears are upset, they exhibit a variety of different kinds of behaviors. Many of these behaviors are intended to scare away the item that's making them upset. Bears will curl their lips, they'll pin their ears back, they'll drop their heads down low. Sometimes they stamp on the ground with their front paws. Sometimes they lift up and then stamp with both paws on the ground. And then they even do a behavior called a bluff charge. If you pose too much of a threat and you're not giving way to the bear, they may run at you full speed and then stop just feet short of where you are, and in an attempt to scare you away. When a bear starts exhibiting behaviors like that, it's because the bear doesn't perceive that it has a way out. It feels cornered and it feels threatened. To successfully keep those things from occurring, the best thing to do is to slowly back up, or to make sure that the bear has an escape route. Once the bear discovers the escape route, they oftentimes run away. Bear tracks are very distinguishable. They have 5 toes that they leave in the print, and they're a large track. It's the only large track with 5 toe prints you're going to find, except for a large human. A large human could leave a print that might be about this wide. Bear tracks will be wider. They'll be shorter, but they'll be wider. Consequently, the only thing out there that leaves a track like that would be a bear. Bears prefer a wide variety of different kinds of habitat. They have a need for large trees, but the tree species could be variable. So in areas where there's a high number of big trees with a variety of other kinds of habitat, that typically defines good bear habitat. The additional amount of brush and grass also provides for other food items for that bear as the annual cycle proceeds, so that they always have vegetation and berries and also places to den. The home range of a black bear depends upon the age and the sex of the bear. Adult males have the largest home ranges. It's the amount of area that they need in order to get all of the nutrition that they require. Adult females have smaller home ranges because their body sizes are smaller. Oftentimes youngsters that are dispersing from the female will stay in and around where the female has her home range. The males will be less tolerated, the young males will be less tolerated by the aggressive dominant males, and as a result, young males get pushed more to the periphery. Oftentimes the problems that we see associated with black bears are these young males being pushed around and looking for other places to be. For more information available to the public for how to avoid attracting bears or what to do if you have a bear, please contact keepmewild.org.